Oh my gosh. Attacky, hello. What a surprise. Actually, yeah, that is a surprise. Why are you so awake? Thank you for the sub, Attacky. 17 months, you crazy woman, you. You should be resting, shouldn't you? Shouldn't you be tending to your newly born? Thank you for stopping in. And thank you again for that resub for 17 straight months. You are amazing. That is a great question. I was just planning on going to bed, but then I saw you go live. Oh, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, though. I really do appreciate it. It has been a while since you stopped by, and I know that you are unable to because, you know, of the pregnancy and caring for the baby in you. And of course, even after giving birth, you have to get some rest and still tend to the baby. Hopefully, I hope the baby is doing well still. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome everyone to the stream. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a great night or day, depending on what time it is for you. Happy Saturday. If it's still Friday for you, then happy Friday. Tonight we are continuing more Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Baby's doing great. Adam has him right now. Nice. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. So, we are starting chapter 3, which is called Encounter. We finished chapter 2 yesterday. Tag, I don't know if you want to stick around for this game, because this game is pretty, well, I mean, it's a scary game. It's a horror game. It's also pretty gory. I don't know if you want to stick around for that either. But yeah, this game gets pretty intense, but I find it pretty entertaining. It's a visual novel game, visual novel point and click style game though, so it's not like, you know, graphic, like 3D graphics gory, but it's just like images gory type of deal. So yeah, I don't mind gore, but I also don't want nightmares tonight. Okay, well, I advise you to get some sleep. Alright, let's dive in here. Oh, we get to see what Satoshi's up to, maybe. Let's see. Tengen 5. Okay, I'll catch you tomorrow then. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, of course. I'll maybe do an afternoon stream. I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, if you're able to stop by again tomorrow, same time as tonight, then I'll see you then also. But yeah, thank you again for stopping by. Hope you get some great rest. And yeah, have a great weekend. And thank you again for the 17-month resub. That's a month over a year and a half. That is amazing. Can't believe we actually known each other for that long. Time flies, doesn't it? Alright. It's amazing. It's amazing. Is that a 23? Or is it 33? Enemy God Nova, welcome to the stream. How are you? Oh no, what's up? What happened? What's going on? What are we oh-knowing about? Are you saying oh no about the game? Are you saying oh no about me streaming? Or Mr. Yamazaki's handwriting is atrocious. You have just stepped into Corpse Party. I have, but I have watched, you know, playthroughs of these games before years ago, like on YouTube. I've seen playthroughs of the first game, the original, the first Corpse Party. I've seen gameplays of this playthrough of Book of Shadows also, Blood Drive. I think Dead Patient. I think that's the other one. Corpse Party 2, Dead Patient. The only game that I haven't seen yet the Birthday Bash game, but I mean I still remember a little of what happened in the first game, but I don't remember what happens in Book of Shadows or Blood Drive. So I kind of forgot those two and Dead Patient, but Dead Patient isn't on PC and I'm playing this on PC. But yeah, Corpse Party is pretty entertaining, but it's also nasty. This game can get really intense. Dead Patient was wild. From what I remember, I think it was when I watched it on YouTube, when I watched someone else play it. But yeah, from what I remember, that was. Also, this game is pretty wild. Also, for being a visual novel game, also it's pretty wild. The first game, of course, was very wild. Yeah. Corpse Party are the Corpse Party games in general are pretty entertaining, despite how how gory and how intensely scary it gets. But yeah, how are you, Anime God Nova? It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. It looks like we're having a flashback moment. This really wasn't my day. I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch, and I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after the school day had ended. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been going through some stuff. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're I don't know. I hope you're I don't know. I hope the whatever you're going through has settled, and I hope you're doing well, doing better after all that happened. Yeah, I remember that. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA, who was out sick with a cold. See, schools here in the US never do that to us, to the students. Like in high school, like they never send students to deliver a note or like some, I don't know, some like class work material or classroom like teaching material to another teacher that's been sick. Like actually send us to their place and deliver it to them. I don't know if it's like a game thing or they actually do that in Japan, but that's kind of weird. I don't know, that's kind of I'll have to make sure I apologize to Yuka later. Who's Yuka? I don't remember who Yuka is. I know how. Oh, I know who Yuka. Wait, do I know who Yuka is? I'm pretty sure I know who Yuka is. No, I don't. I don't know. I know how disappointed she'll be that I'm missing our shopping date. Is Yuka's little sister? I'm pretty sure it is. Tenjin 5番地23の11 Tenjin 523, number 11. Found it. If they did that from my high school, the teacher wouldn't be able to trust me not to go home, right? I don't know if like some teachers will even trust the students that they know their their address, their home address. It's too personal, Especially if you're like a bad teacher, then that's gonna be real bad. Like if you're like a quote-unquote bad teacher and the students hate you, then that's gonna be real bad. Or if in some cases, like let's say you're an attractive male or female teacher, then you're just gonna get stalkers, you know? As long as this doesn't actually read 633 number 77 anyway. I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side, probably about 20 years old. It didn't seem very solid, nor it was particularly stylish or chic. It was a completely unremarkable structure in every way.
ここの207号室201?
Man, if he thinks his teacher's writing is horrible, man, I feel sorry for Japanese people who have to read doctors' handwritings. Doctors' handwritings, man, you cannot read what they say. Like I even sometimes have trouble reading doctors' handwritings. You know, like either for like when they're writing a prescription, like on, you know, so you can go to the store, to the pharmacy and like turn in that slip. I don't know how other people can read it, but I can't read some of the doctors here, like their handwriting styles. It's crazy. It's like scribbly lines to me. It doesn't even look like they're words. Apartment 207, or is that 201? I was really getting fed up with this handwriting, and from a teacher no less. In any case, it seems certain the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The metal staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building?
先生の給料ってもしかしてすごく安かったりするのか？
Are teachers' salaries really that low? I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. With that thought in mind, I turned my attention toward apartment 201.
ここが201号室か。でもユイ先生の家じゃないな。
Here we are, 201. Yeah, this doesn't look like Miss Yui's place. The doorplate for the room nearest the stairs had a name I didn't recognize scribbled on it.
ってことはこの奥か。
Guess that means we try door number 2. I wanted to try writing in kanji, to be honest. I can, well, I'm Chinese and I don't know how to write or read in Chinese, so it's something to like, it's something to learn and, you know, really remember, because each character, like some characters have like a lot of like lines and strokes and whatnot in them, but yeah. Passing room 201, I continued down the narrow walkway toward the end. I wonder if it's easier to learn Japanese like Japanese kanji writing. I don't know. Wandering alone around an apartment building I'd never been to before made me feel kind of nervous. It wasn't like I wasn't doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up strollers, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And then finally, I arrived at the last door.
ここだ。
Bingo. Probably not, yeah. This was it. I breathed I breathed a sigh of relief. The doorplate for apartment 207 read Shishido. For an adult's handwriting especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. This was Miss Yui's place, alright.
なんだろうこれ。
What's this? I leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the doorplate.
大病注意
Beware of cat?
って猛犬注意じゃなくて
Shouldn't that be beware of dog?
ユイ先生らしいや。
Maybe she has a cat. And maybe it's, you know, kind of mean. That's Miss Yui for you. So how exactly does one beware a house cat? Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? At any rate, I'd confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end.
それにしても山崎先生も
They
ひ
knew
どい
what they
よな
were saying, yeah. What was Mr. Yamazaki thinking anyway?
風邪ひいたクラスメートにプリント持っていくならわかるけど風邪ひいた副担の先生のうちに授業に
Yeah, exactly. That's really unheard of, sending a student to a teacher's place. Like I understand sending classmates to another classmate's place because they could be friends, like, and they could know where they live and stuff like that. But I think sending a student to a teacher's place is kind of personal. I understand taking handouts to sick classmates, but delivering class notes to the home of an absent teacher?
うん絶対におかしい間違いなくこれ担任の仕事だよ
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. That just seems weird. This isn't something a student should be doing. He'd said he was busy with meetings though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But was it really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes?
生徒が読んじゃまずいノートなんじゃないのか
Yeah, that's another thing too. That student could read up on those notes and get a bit of a head start on the lesson. Wouldn't it be kind of a problem if I were to read these? Sketchy, yeah. My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I'd become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. Mr. Yamazaki put his faith in me after all, and I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. I should have just been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. Putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. Ding dong. And I waited, and waited, and waited some more. But there was no answer.
俺呼び鈴をしたよね
Huh? It did ring, didn't it?
ゆい先生
Miss Yui? I rang the bell again and also tried calling out, but there was still no response. She could be sleeping, you know, since she's sick.
どうしよう寝てんのかな
What should I do? Maybe she's sleeping. Exactly.
起こしちゃ悪いけどでも心配だしな
There's a little mail slot right there. Can't you like put it through the mail slot? Unless it's like a big stack of papers that can't fit, then I don't know. I don't want to wake her, but I am a little concerned. When we heard that Miss Yui was staying home sick today, we were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I was asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, let everyone at school know that she was feeling better.
会えないっていうのは想定外だったな
Never occurred to me that I might not even be able to see her though.
ゆい先生ゆい先生
Miss Yui? Miss Yui?
反応なしか
Nothing, huh?
ゆい先生すみません
Miss Yui? Hello? She was probably sleeping or out at the doctor's or something, but what if she were hurt? I tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. I thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room
ゆい
inside.
先生
Miss Yui? He looked through the window. I mean, there could be like curtains or, you know, blinds. It felt kind of wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission, but I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health, so my conscience was clear on this one. Oh, it's a cat. Look at that kitty. Man, the eyes on that kitty though. The cat's just like staring right back at him. That would probably catch me off guard too.
猫。
Oh, the cat. A well-groomed cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly on the side, it let out an adorable meow. This must be the cat I was instructed to beware. Yo! Sushi coming in with the raid! What's up, everyone? That's from Sushi's raid. How is everyone doing? We are playing Corpse Party Book of Shadows tonight and for the rest of October. So I'll be playing this. I'm gonna be playing this every day until October ends. And if we, if we finish this game before October ends, we will probably start another Corpse Party game. Sup? How's it going, Sushi? How was your stream? And since Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy, I was pretty sure I remembered his name.
この子が噂のモーレじゃなくて確か
Did too, but it's alright. Just chill. Nice. That's good to hear. As long as it went well and you had fun, that's all that matters, right? You're Moray, right? Or no, it's Monet or Monet, or is it pronounced Monet? I think. I don't know.
モネちゃんだ。
Birthday was 3 days ago, by the way. Well, happy belated birthday.
ここだな。
Hope you had a great birthday. Hope you, celebrated with friends and family. Did you have a party? Did you do anything? Yeet. Yeah, Monet. What a pretty kitty you are, Monet. Miss Yui talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she bought too much and had no room for them in her apartment.
モネ、モネ。先生はいるか？
Here, kitty kitty. Monet? Monet, is Miss Yui home?
先生がいるんだったら起こしてきてほしいんだ。
It would be funny if she did go to her. That would be cute. Oh, also, from Sushi and those other people from Sushi's raid, if you guys don't know what the Corpse Party games are about, this is a horror game, or the Corpse Party games are horror games. This one in particular is a visual novel, but they do have 2 RPG style type games, but they're all horror games, and they're pretty much, I think, the same, kind of the same story, where they they perform a ritual to, stay together forever, as friends, and they get transported to this, haunted, rundown, like just, really scary school that, has evil spirits and ghosts and whatnot, and basically some of the students die, in gruesome ways. Yeah. If she's home, would you mind waking her up for me?
頼むよ。
That's a good kitty.
やっぱり無理か。そりゃそうだよな。
Yeah, didn't think that would work. My shoulders sank. I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? I closed the mail slot and stood back up.
弱ったな。
They all
ルイ先生。
proceed to get myrtleized. Yeah. Again, maybe I shouldn't have said all of that about them being killed and murdered while in school. That was probably something the player should find out. But, oh well, I'm sorry. That was pretty much a little bit of a spoiler there, but can't take that back now. Damn, I sure hope Miss Yui's alright.
なんか外出中とか
She's probably just out right now or something.
空いてたりしないかな。
Which would mean the door's locked, I'm sure. Lost in this speculation, I placed my hand on the doorknob, and with a quick twist, I turned it and pushed on the door, opening it easily. The title is a spoiler. Well, yeah, but still, they don't know. Still, the player don't know if like if they're gonna, you know, get killed or get murdered. You know, corpse party could mean anything, honestly. But yeah. And another thing about Japan, and I'm pretty sure they do this in Canada, I believe, that they don't, when people are home, they don't lock their front doors. Like it's like that safe that, you know, that you can leave your doors unlocked and no one will like barge in or come in and rob your home or whatever. So guess what? I just got what you just get. And she's inside. Huh? Borderlands 3? Heck yeah. Have you played it yet? It wasn't locked? Crap, that's not good. I can't let Monet, is it Monet or is it Monet? I've heard of this word being pronounced Monet before, but it could be Monet also. Can't let Monet out, get out. Nope. Aw, dude, you should. Well, how recent? Like, when did you get it? Did you get it like today, or did you get it recently? You doesn't. I'm guessing you didn't have time to play it, then. No, I guess it's not common for people to have their doors unlocked. Why are we still looking at the cat through the mail slot? Your master is pretty careless, huh? Leaving the door unlocked like that. Monet? Okay. Monet's whiskers twitched as I called out to him from the entranceway. What's that you say? Sheep her is. I wish I can roll my R's, but I can't. Like I never learned how to roll my R's. You and I are on the same page, Monet. Wait, if this is a Monet sounds like a female name, and this cat's a male. Huh. Didn't know Monet can be a male name. Here I was talking to a cat. Was this what I'd become? What should I do? I was feeling pretty uneasy. Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I walked in without a second thought. Moreover, this was where Miss Yui lived, alone. In other words, a woman's apartment. No matter how many times I reminded myself that I was here on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I not only crossed the line, but I leaped over it. I learned how to roll my... I'm assuming you mean R's instead of I's. When I was learning Spanish, yeah. I took Spanish too, and I have a couple of Hispanic friends also, but yeah, I still don't know how to roll my R's. She's a cat lady? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a cat. I also have a cat. That's because, well, I mean, I would have a dog. I want a dog also. Or I would get a dog besides a cat, but I do live in an apartment building, and the apartment building that I live in don't accept dogs. Of course, the reason why is that dogs make a lot of noise, and yeah, you don't want to disturb the neighbors. But yeah, Miss Yui, you want a husky? Huskies are cool. I tried calling her name one last time, but as expected, there was no answer. So what now? By the way, Sushi, do you have... I don't know if I asked this before, but... do you know who you're gonna use in Borderlands 3? So what now? I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but my eyes inevitably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance let out The apartment entrance let out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that, there was a sliding door to some other room. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my eyes, but there was nothing to hear, no signs of life whatsoever. Miss Yui really must have been out. One more time. I tried calling out to her one more time, just to put my concerns at ease. I felt like I'd seen even more suspicious if I stayed silent. Should leave while he's not locked up, right? He can just... I mean... He could leave, I don't know, he could leave the packet of, I guess, the lesson on, like, at the entranceway, or at least, I mean, if it's that safe in Japan, he could have left it at her doorstep on the outside. I don't know.
Yui sensei, Mochida desu.
Miss Yui? It's Mochida. Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door. Let's have a little look-see then. Wait. Shaking my head furiously, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced was bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door, and peeking inside, that was just too much. Excuse me. Man, if Miss Yui happened to come home and find me standing here, I'd be in pretty hot water, huh? No, scratch that. I'd be in plentiful, dense, scalding water. Monet mewed, as if in agreement. Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. But of course, nobody was there. Whoa, what the fuck was that? You guys heard that noise? I didn't. Alright, I can just leave a note. Yeah, there you go. Wondering why I didn't think of this sooner, I dug into my bag for some paper and a pen. Creepy, right? Mr. Yamazaki asked me to come by. That should be enough, right? I'll just use some notebook paper. Let's see. Miss Yui. Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes at Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Sorry about barging into your apartment. Please don't forget to lock your door from now on. Sorry. As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it, but now I could feel someone standing directly ahead. Standing and looking down at me. Admitted to a crime, exactly. Huh? Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen, raised my head slowly, and saw a white, slender ankle. And it's Miss Yui. Oh my, look at that. Look at that. Of course it's a anime game. Of course they have to show a little bit of a, fan service, so to speak. Shocked, I shot my head up And there, standing before me, was Miss Yui. Uh,
先生
Miss Yui? Oh man, she was probably really in deep sleep. She was looking right at me, but she seemed, decidedly out of sorts. Yeah, I think that's how you say that. Her hair looked disheveled, her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were in complete disarray. Oh, you don't say, you know. Confess, Satoshi, confess. She was like a completely different person from the usual kempt educator we come to know and love.
ゆい先生俺勝手に入っちゃって
Ah, Miss Yui, I'm so sorry to have entered your apartment without permission. Here. I stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. But... Huh? Understatement of the year. Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face.
先生
She's probably, like, still out of it. Like, you know, being woken up and sick also. You'd probably still be out of it even when you're awake. Miss Yui? I called out to her as gently as I could, but... She was really dazed. She seemed almost like a ghost.
先生どうしちゃったんだよ
Miss Yui, what happened to you? I had a sudden uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. I don't think that's a good idea. Especially when she's sick and... I mean, you've already, you know, barged into our house unannounced, you know, without permission too, so... Do you see a panda on her pajamas? Yes, I do. It's right there. I see it. But instead... Oh, that's nasty. She coughed on him.
うわ
Ah, this just seemed to make her cough. Oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
先生
Hey, Miss Yui. There were wet, productive coughs, and spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's mouth with each one. He got the bird flu. I frantically tried to shield my face from the spray, but my reaction time was, just wasn't quick enough. I put a hand on her cheek and found a thick... Wait. I put a hand to her cheek and found it thick with a slimy film of saliva. Ew. Wait, why is the game calling her Miss Shishido? Shouldn't it be Miss Yui, as, you know, her students call her? He's a train with Kakashi.
大丈夫ゆい先生
Are you okay, Miss Yui? Miss Yui hobbled back a little, then fell to her knees with a thud. She had completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time.
先生
Miss Yui? Wiping the spatterings from my own face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. It was bright red. Strained breathing, a stuffy nose, and a visibly high fever on top of it all. She was sick as could be. Aww, look at her face. I'm cold.
寒いのでも汗かいてるよ
Could be a cold sweat. I don't know. Cold? But you're dripping with sweat. Oh my. It's cold. I thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. Yeah, you can, you know, you can say that again. With heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up. And that's, I don't know. She looks like she drank too much sake. Yeah, right? She does look kind of drunk.
ゆい先生、俺のことわかる？持田だよ。
Miss Yui, you know who this is, right? It's Mochida from school.
寒いならちゃんと布団で寝ないと。
If you're cold, you need to sleep under your
治
covers.
るもんも治らないって。
Otherwise, you won't get better, or get any better. She absent-mindedly extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes and looked up at me. It was the gaze of a severely fevered
ゆい
mind.
先生。
Miss Yui? Tsukasa. What?
うわ
Oh my. Oh my. Who the hell is Tsukasa?
え
Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep. You come for me, Tsukasa. I'm assuming Tsukasa's probably like an ex or something? Ex-boyfriend, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, she's most likely hallucinating.
つかさ
Who's Tsukasa? She's probably hallucinating, and or Satoshi probably kind of looks like him. Again, we don't know. We don't know who this Tsukasa is or how he looks like, but I mean, she's also like sick and, you know, kind of dazed out, you know. What a lovely surprise. I'm so glad you're here.
先生待って、人違いだよ。
Miss Yui, wait, you got the wrong person. It seemed like I wasn't getting through to her at all, and the sensation of her chest as she held me was making it virtually impossible to fight her grip. Oh my. You know, her chest on you is gonna start making her feel something else, if you know what I mean. I was utterly powerless against this opponent. I never realized just before how soft a woman's chest really was. Oh my. God, am I that weak-willed? I had to remind myself that Miss Yui had me confused with someone else. Mustering all the strength I could, I gripped her arms and tried to pry them off of me. But she was a lot stronger than I anticipated and wouldn't let me get away. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Not Tsukasa. Miss Yui does somewhat look like a student. I don't know. Also, like the teachers in anime games, like sometimes look the same age as the students. She kind of looks like the same age, like in this picture, as Satoshi. That's a lie and he knows it. I was so scared, Tsukasa. I was so scared. Scared? I never thought you'd actually come. Like Tamae and Dead Alive. Right? Speaking of which, I need to continue Data Live. I've been holding that game off for like, I feel like what feels like a month now, or maybe 2 months. Haven't continued that game in a while, but gotta get back to it after I finish this. And stuff. Yeah. She squeezed me tightly. I felt as though my upper body might collapse under the pressure of her softest parts. Oh my, I was blushing uncontrollably.
ゆい先生ちょっと離れて
Miss Yui, please let go. No, I won't.
先生ってまあ
Come on, Miss Yui. I struggled to wriggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. And every time I squirmed, Miss Yui would just pull me in even closer. Struggle, Satoshi.
うわ
Her chest rose and fell erratically. Droplets of sweat slid down into her cleavage. Oh my. I could feel the heat of her fever radiating off of her steadily encroaching face, as well as the shoulders I grabbed in an effort to push away. Stay here with me, Tsukasa. Please. Give the people something to think about.
だから人違いに
I'm telling you, you've got the wrong person. Questions were swirling around in my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? And who was this Tsukasa person? But I was most concerned for the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle.
先生パジャマズボン
Miss Yui, your pajamas, your pants. Ooh, are they coming off? Oh my.
ずり落ちてるから
They're sliding down. Oh my. Tsukasa, you're so warm.
ゆい先生ってまあ
Miss Yui, please. Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. I'd taken care of Yuka any number of times when she caught a cold and drawn a fever, but I don't recall it ever getting this bad. Nani? Miss Yui was usually calm, collected, and rational. Who would ever imagine that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated?
ゆい先生ちょっともう
Miss Yui, seriously, pull yourself together. I put more strength into my resistance, and finally her arms relaxed just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically. No, no, please. This is a secret side of Yui-sensei. Yep.
先生俺は持田聡で司って人じゃ
Miss Yui, I'm Satoshi Mochida, not this suit. Please don't go. Please. Miss Yui was acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There was no way I could just leave her here like this.
後で気がついて怪しまないでくれよ
I sure hope none of this seems too sketchy after your fever breaks. Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmuring. At my wit's end, I grabbed hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room. Gently willing her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process. Then there was the matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas again. It was the cat's fault. Yeah. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama buttons and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow and with sweat. I'd done my best to avoid seeing anything I shouldn't, but I am a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. Miss Yui's pajamas were soaked through with sweat. She really might have been better off with a change of clothes altogether. But no, that would have been going way too far.
タオルとか何か拭くものでもあれば。
I mean, you can just go to the bathroom and get a towel, you know? Wish I could find a towel or something so I could at least wipe some of that moisture away. Hmm? Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside.
なんだ、冷却シート買ってきてあるじゃん。
Hey, she already bought cold packs.
なんで使ってないんだか。
Why wasn't she using them? Jeez.
先生、ヒヤッとするけど我慢してね。
Miss Yui, this might be a little cold, but bear with me, okay?
これでよしと。
Aww. Aww, look at that cat. That's so cute. That's so adorable. I wish my cat was like that. My cat never, like, wants to sit next to me. Anymore, at least. When she was, like, a little kitten, she used to like being, like, she would used to like to sleep next to me and stuff, but man. Alright, I think that'll help. But yeah, now that my cat is like all grown up, she's independent now. She just does whatever she pleases. I placed one of the compresses on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Miss Yu appeared almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contentedly, and her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep. Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering.
モネ、なんだ、先生が心配か?
Oh, Monet, were you worried about your master?
俺もここまでひどいことになってるとは思わなかったよ。
Excuse me, I don't blame you. When Mr. Yamazaki said she was sick, I had no idea it would be this bad. Monet had coiled up on my legs. Without me noticing, I began absent-mindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there, as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui.
さて、どうしようか。
So, what do I do now?
ユイ先生、
Oh, whoops. Miss Yui? She's fast asleep.
俺、このまま帰っても大丈夫?
Are you okay to be alone right now? She wasn't in any condition to respond, but
ユイ先生、
Miss Yui? Miss Yui's hand slipped out from under the futon and gently grasping my pant leg. Hey. Her grip was much weaker than before, but I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. Miss Yui just seemed really lonely.
仕方ないな。
Well, guess I'll settle in then. Without disturbing Miss Yui's hold on me, I took a seat beside her. For the time being, I figured I'd watch over her and make sure her condition didn't worsen. This is such a wholesome picture. Occasionally, Miss Yui's breathing would become ragged and she'd furrow her brow. She was in a pretty bad way. Poor thing. Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down the hallway. I noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that that the kitchen near the entrance was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication it had been used that day at all.
飯食ってるのかな?
I wonder if she eaten anything. Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet bowls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food.
なるほど。モネはちゃんと食べてるんだな。
I see someone's eating well around here, huh?
熱出してあんな状態になってても、お前のことはちゃんと考えてくれてるんだな。
Even delirious with fever, she's still taking good care of you.
でもさ、ユイ先生、まずは自分の食事の心配をしようよ。
That's not good, Miss Yui. You should be thinking about your own meals first. I shook my head at the whole situation, then glanced down at Monet, who was tilting his head as if trying to understand me. I broke into a wry smile. When I pulled out the coal packs, I did notice some cheap convenience store food in the bag as well. I guess I was going to be her food for the day, not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick.
米と、あと卵くらいはきっとあるよな。
There's rice and eggs at least.
卵がゆでも作ろう。
Man, we're like almost an hour into the stream and we're still in this flashback. Maybe I'll make egg porridge or something.
先生、キッチン借りるよ。
Miss Yui, may I borrow your kitchen? Her face was bright red and her half-pained, half-contented noises provided me with no clear-cut answer to my question.
仕方ない。ユイ先生の代わりに、モネに許しをもらおうかな。
Don't think I'm going to get much out of her. How about you, Monet?
モネ、キッチンを借りていいか？
Do I have your permission to use the kitchen?
ありがとう。
Excellent. Thank you. Monet's cries helped me. What? Assuage, right? Assuage my guilt over entering a woman's apartment and borrowing her kitchen. Not that I had any reason to feel guilty. I don't think anyway. I mean, circumstances were what they were. Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was
ユイ
doing.
先生、ごめんな。ちょっと離れるよ。
Excuse me, please, Miss Yui. I'm going to need to get up. One by one, I gently peeled off each of the fingers latched onto my pant leg. The expression excuse me, on her face changed as I was doing so, from contented rest to mild annoyance, but there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up.
よし、作るか。
Alright then, let's see what we can do, shall we? As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. Bless you. And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Book of Shadows Episode 3, Encounter. Oh, now we get back to the creepy stuff. Oh, never mind. Never mind, it's still a flashback. Is this... Don't tell me this whole chapter or episode is a flashback. Come on, Yui.
かかったよ今くしゃみ
Gross, I just got sprayed.
ごめんなんだか鼻がムズムズ
Oh, is this like flashback when she was in school? It's probably a further flashback to when she was in high school, I guess. Sorry. I've got a real tingle in my nose today for some reason.
まったくもう
Honestly.
ティッシュあれどこやったっけ
Tissues. Huh? Where'd I put them?
ああなければ私の使ってよせめてものお詫び
Oh, wow. Did I get that much on you? Here, use one of mine. It's the least I can do.
やったじゃあ私使う
Great, don't mind if I do.
私も持ってないよ。ティッシュちょうだい。
What? She was talking to me. May I have one too, please?
はい。
Let's see. Here we go.
サンキュ
Thanks.
あんたたちね、ティッシュくらい常備しときなさいよ。
You guys really should keep extras with you, you know.
面目ない。
Well, sorry.
たく。
Honestly.
ー。それで、何の話だっけ？
So, what were we talking about again?
そうそう。だからさ、とうとう3年になっちゃったよねって話。
You remember? What the fuck? Sorry, some dust like flew across my keyboard. Alright, sorry. You remember? We were talking about what it's like to be seniors now.
だね。あと1年で卒業か。
Oh, I know, right? Can it really be just one more year before we graduate?
卒業もだけど、私たちそれよりもっと考えなくちゃいけないことがあるじゃない？
Oh wait, the senior year, right? I was like, wait, you graduate after? Wait, like once you're a senior, there's another year before you graduate. But I'm pretty sure they're talking about their current senior year right now. While graduation is important, don't forget there's life afterward to think about as well. Hmm?
進路よ。
Our careers. Oh,
いやー、聞きたくない。
no, I really don't want to think about that.
正直さ、進路相談何回受けたって将来のことなんかはっきりしないっていうかさ。
Well, there's a reason we've been subjected to all those career counseling sessions. And it's because our futures are just big question marks right now.
だよね。どうするかな、ほんと。
No kidding. What are we going to do with our lives? It's scary.
ゆいはもう進路とか決めてる？
Any ideas, Yui? You have any plans for the future?
実はね、もう決めてるんだ。
Actually, I've got it all figured out.
え？
What?
何ゆい、何になりたいの？
Oh, don't leave us hanging. Out with it, girl.
私はね、
Well,
私の名前は宍戸ゆい、17歳。将来の夢は先生になること。
she looks like Naomi. Sort of. She kind of looks like Naomi when she was younger. Because they both have like this short hairstyle type look. My name is Yui Shishido. I'm 17 and my dream is to be a teacher.
あまりよく考えずに人のことに首を突っ込んでは空回ってることが多い私だけど、
I butt into the lives of others without a second thought, and I spend most of my time doing nothing important.
でもそんな私でもきっと頑張れば夢が叶うって信じてる。
Wait, this is the same uniform as the school she teaches in. So she went to the same school. So she's teaching at the same school she went to. I didn't know that. Unless, you know, other schools have similar uniforms. Cause yeah, the girls' uniforms look like this, like from the students that we played as before. But I believe that even someone like me can make her dreams come true with enough hard work. Kisaragi Academy 5 years ago. Yeah, so it is the same school. Wait, 5 years ago? So the moment... Wait. So that was not too long ago. So wait, so she's 17 now. 5 years ago. So she's teaching at 23? No, 22. Holy crap. She's young. I've never seen a teacher at a high school that young, I don't think. Especially when I was in high school, I don't think I've seen a teacher that young. Damn. Japan has some young teachers. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the rustling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. I was a high school senior now, and was devoting myself to studies in preparation for the day my dream could become reality. But that dream was to become an English teacher. My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted, though. So my best bet was to score a special recommendation from the academy.
よかった。急に呼び出されたから何事かと思ったよ。
Whew, that was a lucky break. When I got called to the office, I had no clue what it might be
あ
about.
る日の放課後、私は職員室に呼び出された。
After school one day, I was summoned to the teacher's staff room.
何かヘマをやったのかとか、成績が志望校に及ばないとか、そういう悪いことを言われるんじゃないかってビクビクしてたんだけど。
I was freaking out that maybe I'd failed or my grades weren't good enough for the school I wanted to go to, or something terrible like that.
私の予想に反して呼び出された要件はとてもいいものだった。
But it turned out my fears were all for
う
naught.
ちの学園からはライバルはいなさそうだからこのまま頑張れば推薦してやるぞ
You have no rival in our academy, they said. So if you keep working hard, we'll be happy to give you a recommendation.
なんかやる気出てきちゃった。この調子で頑張らないとね。
Man, was that ever a pick-me-up? I feel like I could take on the world now. I'm going to have to make sure I don't let this chance slip me by.
それにしてもゴミ箱ってどうしてこんなに重たいんだろう。
So, this trash can. Why exactly is it so ridiculously heavy again?
ゴミ捨て場まで持っていくのも一苦労だよ。
Carrying this beast to the dumpster is going to be the death of me. Wait, is this okay? I think I know where this scene is going. This is probably where she met this Tsukasa person,
なあ
and I'm assuming this is Tsukasa. Hey. Hmm?
突然声をかけられてゴミ箱を抱えたまま振り返る。それは今まで話したことのない男子生徒だった。でも見かけたことなら何度もある。
I turned around, still holding the garbage can. The voice belonged to a male student I had never spoken with before. I'd seen him around a lot, though.
彼は7組の
Ha,
陸
I
に
was right.
翼くんだ。
His name was Tsukasa Mikuni from class 7.
そこ足元根っこが出てるから気をつけな
Watch your step. There's a root sticking out of the ground here, and it's pretty easy to trip on. What? Ah!
あ
Ow. And she fell. What a klutz.
ちょっとそこ笑うとこ。
Hey, what's the big idea laughing at someone else's misfortune?
だってよ
Well, it's... okay.
そこはさ、大丈夫かとか聞いてくれたって。
It's not funny. Shouldn't you be asking if I'm okay or something?
悪い悪い
My bad, my bad.
あ、いいよ、そんな手が汚れるよ。
Oh, you don't have to help. You don't have to help clean up. You'll get your hands dirty.
別にいいよそんくらい笑った詫びに手伝う
Don't worry about it. It's the least I can do after laughing like that.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
うんこれで全部拾い終えたか
No prob. This should be everything, right?
もう大丈夫。
Yeah, looks like it.
じゃ行くぞ。
Cool. Let's go then.
Eh? Oh.
Huh? Ah. I remember it well even now. This was my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me.
ごめん、重たいよね。
That's really kind of you. Isn't it heavy though?
別に
Not especially.
やっぱり自分で。
I am the one who assigned to take it. Maybe I should.
いいって。
It's fine, really.
はい終了。
There, everything in its place.
ありがとう。助かったよ。
Thank you so much. You were a big help.
じゃあな。
Catch you around.
あ、ちょっと待って。
Hey, hold up.
あ
Hmm?
お礼させてよ。
I feel like I should do something nice for you in return. Oh my.
いい女のこれくらいで。
Don't worry about it. Your thanks is plenty.
いいから。ちょっと待っててね。
Look, just wait there a second, okay?
友達が増えるというのは嬉しいし、楽しい。その相手が三國司くんというのも嬉しかった。司くんのことは実は少し気になっていたから。
Making a new friend is always great. But when it happens to be Tsukasa Mikuni, it's all the better. He'd kind of been on my mind for a while.
よいしょ。
Fuck. There we go. Most of the times I'd seen Tsukasa before this were in the school courtyard. He spent a lot of time there sitting alone on a bench. Even after school or during summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I would always see him there. And after this little encounter, we go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow, the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench.
はい、どうぞ。コーヒー牛乳でよかった。
For you, I hope Cafe Lay? Cafe au lait? Maybe? I don't know. It's alright. Bought him a drink.
なんでもいいけど。サンキュー。
Sure, I guess. Anything's fine, really. Thanks.
これは私からのお礼なんだから、黙って受け取ってくれればいいの。
You know, it's really customary when receiving a gift to quietly accept it without any offhanded remarks.
切りがたいやつ。
Well, aren't we a stickler for tradition? We walked to the bench together, sat down, and began making small talk. That courtyard bench was a sort of mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were in the middle of some forest. And then if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured in through the leaves, and you almost felt like you were in another world.
初めて座ったよ、このベンチ。
This is the first time I've actually sat on one of these benches.
なかなかいいだろ
It's pretty nice, right?
素敵な場所。
It is. It's lovely.
だよな。
Yeah, it really is.
だからなの？
Oh, so is that why?
え
Huh?
この時間とか昼休みとかよくここにいるでしょ。
Well, you can come here an awful lot, right? Like even after school and during summer vacation.
おう。
I sure do.
この場所好きなんだね。
So you must really like this place then, huh?
まあね。
Yeah, I guess I do.
あ、
Well then, there we go. The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely, it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable.
聞かないのか？
So, aren't you going to ask? Ask what?
いつも一人で何してんだって。
What I'm always doing here by myself or something?
この場所が好きだからいつもここにいるんだよね。
Hmm? You're always here because you like the spot, right?
そうだけどさ。
Well, yeah.
他に何か理由があったりするの？
Is there some other reason?
ないよ。
Not really.
じゃあ聞く必要ないじゃない。
So what would be the point of me asking?
そうだけど、ほら、普通聞くだろ？一人でそんなんつまらなくないかとか、意味わかんねえとか、変わってるなとか。
Well, you got me there. But people normally ask me if it's boring being here by myself, or tell me they don't get it, or say I'm a weirdo or something.
そんなこと思わなかったな。
Hey, Jet, welcome to the stream. How are you?
だって別に変じゃないよね。
Excuse me. Really? I don't know. I guess I just don't think of it that way. The way I see it, if you like it here, then why not come here whenever you can?
お前、変わってるな。
Excuse me. Guess that makes you the weirdo then. Man, my back hurts and someone keeps setting off fireworks, but oh well. Really? Why is that? Is there like some sort of event going on nearby, or is it just like random kids or random people doing that? And I'm sorry about your back hurting. I hope you're like lying down at least. You should be getting some rest then if your back hurts. No idea. Probably just some kid deciding to set off fireworks. I see. Excuse me. What?
いや、そんな顔しなくて
Ooh,
も、
excuse me.
今のは俺的褒め言葉だから。
Hey, don't make that face. Coming from me, that's a compliment. Ooh,
変
excuse
わっ
me.
てるが褒め言葉？
What? Calling someone a weirdo is supposed to be a compliment? But I did get to try wine for the first time tonight, so that was fun. Albeit nasty tasting in my opinion. Yeah, I don't like wine either. I don't really like any type of alcohol, like straight alcohol. I think the only one I can really handle or really like enjoy a little bit is Fireball. If you don't know what Fireball is, it's a cinnamon whiskey type of drink. That's the only drink I could drink straight. Anything else I can't. Like, I prefer, like, you know, mixed drinks and stuff. No. I can't do Fireball. That's so nasty to me. Yeah. I just think of it as like big red gum. I don't even know, do they even still sell Big Red gum? Because I feel like I've never seen seen it in stores anymore. But yeah, they're both like cinnamon taste, and it has that cinnamon like Big Red smell when you smell Fireball also. Thus far I have enjoyed vodka, but that's about it. Yeah, well, I don't like vodka. I mean, if it has some sort of like, you know, taste to it, then I'll probably enjoy it, but like straight up, you know, just straight up alcohol, liquor, or whatever, it's just, nah. Well, I think the Big Red brand went under because I haven't seen it in years. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Big Red gum in stores in a while. Which sucks because, I mean, I think it's a pretty good gum. I mean, I feel like there's not a lot of like cinnamon flavored gum out there, because I feel like I only know Big Red as, you know, the only cinnamon flavored gum. Now, unless, well, no, wait, because I think Trident has a cinnamon flavored gum. But you know, Big Red was the cinnamon flavor gum. Tasted good enough. I just think not enough people wanted spicy candy, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. That makes sense. It would have gone real popular in Mexico. That country loves spicy candy. Yeah. I believe it. I feel like just like Hispanic people in general, like Latin people, just love spicy stuff. I love spicy stuff myself. Like I really enjoy spicy food.
そうそう
You bet it is.
なんか納得いかないな。
I'm not sure I buy that. You're mean. The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words help brighten someone's day. I must have been sporting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment. Hmm?
本当はさこの学校でもっと好きな場所があるんだよ
Actually, there's a place at this school that I like even more than here. Personally, I don't much enjoy spicy candy, but being raised in New Mexico, I absolutely love green chili. Yeah. Oh, I don't like spicy candy. I mean, I like, you know, spicy, like gum, but not candy. Like, I've seen people eat those, like, I've seen those, like, lollipops that you dip in, like, the spicy powder and you eat it. I think it's a Hispanic candy. I don't know if you've seen those around before, Jen, but I've seen like some Hispanic people eat those before, and I've tried it myself. It's a weird combination though, like I think it was like a mango flavored lollipop, and then you dip into like this spicy powder type thing, and then you like just eat it. I don't know. It's a somewhat of a weird combination, but I mean, it seems like they like it. I've seen one of those pops. I can't remember the name of the brand though. Yeah, same. They do have a lot of mango spicy stuff. It's unique. Yeah. Actually, there's a place in this school that I like even more than here.
どんなところ？
Oh? Where's that? I mean, my siblings love the stuff. I'm just not the biggest fan. Yeah, same.
秘密
I mean, I like mango, and I like spicy stuff, but I don't know the stuff together. Well, I mean, like mango habanero sauce is good because it has that sweet and spicy, you know, flavor, and I like sweet and spicy on food. But candy, no. I'm not telling. What?
とっておきだからな
It's my special place. Yeah, it's where he you know does his special secret things.
ってことは、そこも超素敵な場所なんだよね。
Which means it must be a totally awesome place, right?
あ
Yep. Like, I'm sorry. Kind of wish that there were some actually spicy Taco Bell sauce. Like, I love the flavor, but it isn't hot. Yeah. I wish Taco Bell, like, if Taco Bell sold their own like spicy sauce in stores, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would get it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like before, like back in the day when McDonald's used to sell their Big Mac sauce, I believe. I think they used to sell their Big Mac sauces in stores, and then they like sold out like really quickly. But yeah, if Taco Bell sold their like hot sauces in stores, that would be cool. But then again, you get them for free at the restaurant, so I don't know. I think for a while they sold their medium sauce and the chili verde sauce, but I haven't seen that in a while either. Oh, I didn't know they used to actually sell those in stores. I never saw them in stores. I probably saw like taco shells. Maybe Taco Bell branded taco shells in stores before. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, yep.
いいな。どこ？気になるよ。
Oh, I really want to see it. Come on.
ダメ そう簡単に
Who
目が
knows,
惜し
maybe
めない
that was a more localized thing. Yeah,
い
it
つで
could
も見
be.
れるってもんじゃないんだ
Like,
そこは
Items in like one area store is not gonna be the same as another area. Like I'm pretty sure there are like a lot of items on the West Coast that I've never like heard of before, and they probably don't sell here on the East Coast. So, yeah. No way, I can't smell the beans that easy. Besides, the view there isn't nearly as consistent.
司君は笑いながら紙パックのジュースを飲み干すとベンチから立ち上がった。そして目の前にあったゴミ箱をひょいっとつかみ私を振り返る。
Laughing, Tsukasa finished up his drink, then grabbed the now empty trash can he carried to the dumpster for me.
コーヒーをおごってもらったしな。ついでに教室まで運んでやるよ。
You treated me to coffee, so please allow me to take this up to the classroom for you.
いいの？
What? Are you sure? Well, I know there's plenty of food brands in the East Coast I haven't got to try. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people talk about, In-N-Out, and I'm pretty sure that's a West Coast thing. I've never tried In-N-Out, and I've been really wanting to try In-N-Out. Whataburger, I think, is another West Coast or Central, restaurant that a lot of people have talked about that I don't think is available here in the East Coast. I don't know. Just there's like a lot of places maybe that are really popular on the West Coast that I've never seen here on the East Coast. Oh, there's one type of popcorn that was called like zebra popcorn, and I know for a fact they don't sell that in stores near me. I really wish they did. Oh, zebra popcorn. I think I've heard of that. I think it's like it's basically popcorn like either drizzled with white chocolate and milk chocolate, right? I believe. Is it? Is that it? I've heard of something like that, and I believe it's what it is, right? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I like that type of I like sweet popcorn. Sweet popcorn is good. Well, I mean like the savory ones are good too, but I think the sweet popcorns are my favorite. Like caramel corn, that is good. In-N-Out is almost exclusively Cali and maybe a few other locations, but Whataburger is amazing. Yeah, I need to try. I need to like go to California one day and try. Maybe one year if I go to TwitchCon, and then we can try. Then I'll get a chance to try In-N-Out. Cause I hear a lot of people say In-N-Out is really good. Like I've seen a lot of pictures on Instagram too. Like a lot, like their burgers look so good.
Ah,
Gotta make sure to get one of those massive popcorn tins during the holiday season. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they always sell those like Christmas themed like popcorn tin containers full of full of like either caramel corn or like chocolate or the zebra ones that you just mentioned. It's awesome. I just love the holiday season. It's an amazing time of the year. Yeah, I really want to try In-N-Out. If I ever end up over there, I absolutely gotta try it. Well, you live closer to In-N-Out than I do, so you have a better chance of trying In-N-Out than I am, because I actually live on the furthest like end of the East Coast, and then going all the way to the furthest end of the West Coast. That's gonna, don't know when I'll get that chance. Oh, excuse me.
ありがとう。あ、私のクラスはね。
Thanks. I'm in class
4組だろ？知ってるよ。
Stalker. Class 4, if I'm not mistaken.
シシドユイっつったら有名だからな。
You're the famous Yui Shishido, after all.
どうして？
Huh? How did you...
今から先生みたいな女子がいるって12クラス全部で有名だよ。
Plus the holiday season has eggnog, and I love that stuff, strong as it may be. I don't think I've tried eggnog. I feel like I've had, maybe, but for some reason, something's telling me I haven't tried eggnog yet. Cause isn't it somewhat of an alcoholic drink too? Or you can have it with no alcohol too, right? I don't know. You're that girl who already looks like she could be a teacher. I don't think there's a student in any of our 12 classes who doesn't know your name. What?
それから私と司くんは何度か中庭で会っては話をした。校舎の中ではすれ違ってもほとんど話すことがないのに、中庭では不思議と話が弾む。
From then on, Tsukasa and I met in the courtyard many times. We didn't really talk in the halls, but something about that place spurred our conversation. Can be alcoholic, but there is a non-alcoholic version. Okay, cool. I gotta try it out one day, or when the holiday season comes later this year. Yeah.
あ、またお前コーヒー牛乳かよ。
Cafe au lait to the again? Yep.
好きすぎだろコーヒー牛乳。
Doesn't that get a little old?
そんなことないよ。
Not really. I can't really describe the taste too well, but it's super sweet and kind of has a consistency to milk. Okay. Okay, cool. I hear eggnog doesn't really have egg in it. Does it really have egg in it? So are we in a flashback right now? Because this feels very not creepy. Yeah, this is a flashback. So we, as you were here yesterday, Jen, we're starting chapter 3, and ever since we started playing chapter 3, this is all a flashback. In the beginning of the flashback, the flashback was Satoshi, one of the students that got, magically transferred to Heavenly Host, was sent to Miss Yui's place to give her the class notes because she couldn't make it to school because she was sick. And another teacher named Mr. I forgot what his name was, sent Satoshi to Miss Yui's place to give those class notes to her since she couldn't make it to school due to sickness. So we went to her place. Her place. He basically took care of her because her door was unlocked. So he went inside and basically just, you probably just have to watch back the stream because it was just, a lot to explain. But yeah, right now we're then, and then after that scene with Satoshi and Miss Yui at her place, it showed the title card of chapter 3, and then we went further back into a flashback to when Miss Yui was in high school, in the same school those 9 other students are currently attending. So I didn't know Miss Yui actually attended the school she teaches in. So that's crazy to know, or interesting to know. Okay, I'll watch the VOD later, just that way I can actually understand. Yeah. So I think we're just learning some backstory about Miss Yui right now. And yeah, Miss Yui's the teacher, their homeroom teacher that got transported to Heavenly Host along with the 9 students. So I don't know why we're gonna have to learn about her life story or whatnot right now, but it is what it is, right? I guess they have to put some sort of filler in here. Even anime games have fillers. That's sad. That sucks. No, I'm kidding. You drink at least 2 a day though, right?
なんで知ってるの？
Hey, how'd you know that?
自販機でいつもそれ買ってるの。ここから見える。
Oh wait, I think it depends. I honestly have no idea if they actually use egg in it. I don't know. Cause I think I've heard people say that eggnog is actually not made with eggs, but don't know why it's really called eggnog in the first place. Tsukasa is kind of a creep. I feel like he might end up being an antagonist. I don't think so, because well, actually, again, you have to rewatch the stream, because Tsukasa was mentioned by Miss Yui in the earlier flashback when Satoshi went to her place. So yeah. Seen with my own eyes, there's a perfect view of the vending machine from here after all. There is?
ほら、そっち見てみ。
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Yeah, you're talking about this one? This vending machine right here?
本当だ。
Oh wow, no kidding.
昼休みも放課後もいつもシシドがコーヒー牛乳買ってるのバッチリ見てたからな。
Doesn't matter if it's after school or summer break, Shishido buying Cafe au lait is like Old Faithful. Old Faithful. You can set your watch by it.
そんなことを言ったら、私だって司くんがここのベンチに座ってるのいつも見てたよ。
Well, then I guess we're even, since I always see you sitting here on this bench.
いや、知ってるけど、なんでまた言う？
What, you're back on that again?
あとお互い気になってたんだなって思ったら。
Sure am. I guess I just find it interesting that we both took notice on each other's quirky habits.
なんだそりゃ。
Weirdo.
中庭での会話は
Honestly, I wish
たわいのない
the game goes back to the current situation where we're in, you know, the creepy school and stuff, because like I'm already tired of this flashback. Our conversations in the courtyard were usually just silly. It was like talking to a good friend in class, shallow but genuinely enjoyable.
この場所夏でも結構涼しいね。
God. It's always so cool here, even in summer.
夏とか。
We're like almost an hour and 40 minutes into the stream, and we're still in this freaking flashback.
夏
No, I
嫌い
didn't read that. Don't mention summer. Sorry, I didn't read that. Why don't you like it? Or why? You don't like it?
夏季講習が目前に迫ってたら誰でも嫌いになるだろう。
Now with summer school right around the corner, that'd be enough to make anyone run for the hills.
まあね。
I agree.
私たち3年生だもんね。
As much as I love anime, I really don't have the patience for filler. It sucks so much at times, yeah. It does. But what can you do? I mean, you can always skip them, but I think some fillers have some story in them that fits in the canon story. Hey Homer, welcome to the stream. How are ya? I guess so, but we're seniors now. It comes with the territory, you know. The time for fun and game is
お
over.
前は随分と楽しそうだけどな。
I don't know, you seem like you're still having lots of fun to me.
私は夢に近づいてるって実感できて嬉しいよ。
Well, I'm a bit of a special case. I'm just happy because I feel like my dream might actually come true. Oh? Yeah, that's the main issue. I used to watch Bleach back in the day. They had full seasons of filler. So I had no clue what was critical to plot and what wasn't. Yeah, I used to watch Bleach also. I kind of gave up on it. Well, I mean, not kinda. I did give up on it. I gave up on Bleach after they beat Aizen. I'm pretty sure there was like a time skip after they beat Aizen. So I just kind of stopped there. I gave up on it and lost interest on that anime.
私ね、人に勉強を教えるの好きなんだ。頼られるのも好き。
I just enjoy teaching things to people and having others depend on me.
なんで？
Why is that?
お姉さんになった感じがするからかな。ほら、私一人っ子だし。
I guess it makes me feel like a big sister or something. And since I'm an only child, you know.
ああ、うん。まあ頑張れば。
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that then.
わ、すっごいどうでもよさそう。
Wow, that was about as dismissive a comment as you can get.
だって人事だしな。
Hey, not like I can do anything about it, you know.
そんなことを言いながらも、司くんはやっぱり優しかった。だって私の夢を笑ったりはしなかったから。
Despite his occasional boorishness, I still felt that Tsukasa was a kind soul. If nothing else, he never actually laughed at my dream.
先生になりたいって夢を話すと、大抵の人は笑ったり茶化したりで、あまり真剣に聞いてくれない。
And in a high school crowd, most people don't take you very seriously when you say you're trying to become a
だ
teacher.
けど、司くんは
So what you been up to? Just chilling? Just chilling, still playing Corpse Party. Tsukasa just wasn't like most people, I guess. The season was quickly turning to autumn. Oh shit. After the school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet and its underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library or with tutors. Honestly, I have a load of respect for people who set out to be teachers, especially in the States. It's a low paying but very... yeah. I do respect teachers a lot. Especially, like dealing with even the bad kids in class. Like, having enough patience, like, to deal with, even, like, the worst kids. I don't know, I don't think I can do it. I can't see myself as a teacher. It's crazy. Everyone was off studying hard at the library. Oh, wait, I already read that. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in a lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom intending to head home, but along the way, I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other.
この日、私は無事に志望校の推薦枠に入れてもらえることになった。
Yeah, there's a reason I never pick up a babysitting job or anything like that. I am not good around kids who are little jerks. Yeah. Yeah, especially kids nowadays that are, you know, that only want to focus on being on electronic devices and playing games. I mean, I can't really say that because I'm playing a game right now. I mean, I'm streaming myself playing a game, but I mean, like you know, when I was a kid, like, I had fun, like, going out, and, like, the internet was crap back then, so yeah, we played outside. I played outside with friends, and, you know, we didn't have devices such as, like, iPhones, iPads, or tablets, or whatever to be playing on, you know. So we went outside and hung out with friends. But now kids nowadays just stay indoors, either, you know, on their electronic devices or, you know, playing games and stuff. All they care about is just whatever is on their tablet or whatever. I remember when my teacher would say, "I bought this with my own money." I knew it meant... what? I knew what it meant, but I couldn't comprehend. Oh. Gotcha. I stay indoors because I'm bad with people. I got you. That's understandable, though. I'm kind of shy around people, too. It takes me, like, quite a bit to, you know, meet people. I'm like really shy and yeah. Don't, I don't know. But slowly as I got older, I'm like more, a little like I grow a little more open as I, you know, time goes on. But yeah. That day, I had finally received a special recommendation to my top choice university.
嬉しくて仕方がなかった私はすぐに友達に報告した。けれどいつもなら手放しで喜んでくれるその子がふと表情を曇らせた。
I was so excited. I just wanted to tell someone. So I told my friend Tomoe? But her usually supportive demeanor took on a somewhat harsher edge. What
私
happened?
の前でそんなこと言うんだ。まだ私は夢も何も決まってないのに。
Quit rubbing it in my face. You know I'm still totally undecided about my future, right? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Why would you say such a thing to your friend? You could at least like say like good job. That's great to hear and stuff like that. You should be that type of friend. You shouldn't be saying that. Man. That's horrible. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she wasn't like, you know, rubbing it in her face. She's just excited and happy that she got accepted, or not got accepted, but got a recommendation. You know?
多分私はひどくショックを受けた顔になっていたのだと思う。巴はすぐにハッとしたように目を見開き、慌てて謝ってくれた。
But I guess Japan is different because they're really focused on what their future, like what they're gonna do for their future. Cause like academic wise, like for like students in Japan, it's like really important. Or I think in all of Asia, is really important. Like really, really important. That's something you congratulate your friend on. You don't get all snappy and offended because they achieve something. Yeah. My expression must have changed pretty drastically. Tomoe's eyes suddenly widened and she quickly
だ
apologized.
から私も笑って気にしてないよってそう言ったのだけれど。
So I smiled and told her I didn't care. That's what I said anyway.
気にしてないわけがない。巴の言葉と表情が鋭い針のようになって私の胸をつく。
But how couldn't I care? Tomoe's dismissive words struck me like a dagger to my chest.
私考えなしだったのかな。
I'm so insensitive sometimes.
他のみんなも同じこと思ってた。
I wonder if everyone else feels the same about me. I kept wiping my tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. Why didn't I think of this sooner? So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind, and I was completely oblivious to it. I was the one with a dream, running around like the cock. I don't know why I stopped there, I'm sorry. Like the cock on the wall, and blabbing about my success and aspirations. I couldn't, or I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. It's just, I like, what the fuck is a cock of the walk? Oh, like the chicken? Because I know cock is another word for chicken. So, like, I think I understand this, this phrase. Okay, sorry. So I think she's like describing herself as like a chicken or a rooster or whatever. You know, walking around just talking aloud to everyone, because you know how chickens, their calls are like really loud and stuff like that. I don't know what she's trying to she's trying to get to there. And I didn't catch that quick enough. No clip for me. Sorry. Someone that intensive to the feelings of so many other people really become a teacher? Did I ever even have what it takes to begin with? Or I mean, what you can do is like after I end my stream, you can go back to the stream and clip it through that. I think that's what a lot of people do if they missed it at the, at that moment when the stream is live. So, yeah. Did I ever... Oh, I read that.
声をかけられて振り向くと、そこには司くんが立っていた。
I quickly turned toward the voice that had called out to me and found Tsukasa standing
い
there.
つもは廊下であっても言葉を交わすことなんてないのに、この日はごく自然に声をかけてくれた。
We never said a word before when passing each other in the hall, but he spoke to me that day with no reservations, as if we were old chums. Oh, you got it. Nice.
司くん。
すごい顔だぞ。ハンカチは？
Your face is a mess. Do you have a handkerchief?
持ってる。
Yeah.
じゃあ顔拭けよ。
Then wipe your face. Okay.
司くんが戸惑っている空気がひしひしと伝わってきた。彼を困らせたくなかったから、私はこぼれ落ちていこうとする涙を必死に拭う。
Tsukasa's concerns and confusion was clearly written on his face. I didn't want to cause him any trouble or worry him, so I began frantically wiping my eyes.
何かあったのか？
Did something happen?
何もないよ。
No, everything's fine.
何かあったからそんなに泣いてんだろ？
You're crying an awful lot for someone who's got no problems.
これはその友達とちょっと気まずくなっちゃって。
No, it's just... There was a little misunderstanding between a friend and I.
でもすぐに仲直りしたから大丈夫。これはさ、あ、そう嬉し涙みたいなものだから。
But we patched it up right away, so it's alright, really. These are, something like tears of happiness, I guess.
ふん。
Hmm?
嬉し涙って言えばね、私推薦枠に入れることになっ。
Yep. See, I just found out I got that I'm not sure if I did it out of respect for Tsukasa or just because I wanted to change the subject. But I cut myself off mid-sentence. I was doing it again. What was I thinking? Now even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. Braggart? Hell, I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. But...
マジか。
Oh, really? He was happy for me? A bit taken back, I nodded firmly.
やったじゃんか。おめでとう。
You did it then. Congrats.
ありがとう。
Yeah, thanks.
ありがと
Thank you.
だからなんで泣くんだよ。
So what's with the waterworks?
まだ推薦枠が決まったってだけで推薦入試があるんだろ？
Even with the recommendation, you still have to take the entrance exam, right? Yeah.
嬉し泣きするほど喜ぶにはまだ早いだろう。
So isn't it a little early to be crying tears of joy?
そうだよ
So Tsukasa never got taken to her school then, because I'm starting to think he is actually a very good person. I believe, like during the present day when Miss Yui, when Miss Yui or Yui, is a teacher now. I don't think they ever, kept in contact till that day. So yeah, he's not, with Misui in the present day. So no, he did not get transported to the school. Yeah, maybe so.
でもそうやっておめでとうって言ってもらえたからなんか嬉しくて。
I was just really happy that you congratulated me.
たく
Oh, come on now.
ごめんね。
Sorry.
何が
For what?
泣いたりしてわけわかんないよね。
For crying like this, without even knowing why.
そう思ってんなら早く泣きやめって。
If you don't know why you're doing it, then how about you hurry up and dry those eyes?
もう大丈夫だから。
Sure, I think I'm fine now, anyway.
たく
I swear. As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through. Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up.
そうだシシド、ちょっと待ってろ。
Oh, hey. Wait here a sec. Hmm? Oh. Hmm? Okay. Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something.
お前にこれやるよ。
Here, I want you to have this.
鉛筆？
Pencil? In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you would expect someone to go out of their way to lend you. It was pocked here and there, with small scratches, but it still seemed to be in relatively decent shape considering how obviously well worn it was.
受験必勝鉛筆。
A pencil for guaranteed success.
受験必勝？
Guaranteed success?
これ使うと試験に受かるんだよ。
Use it on your test and you'll pass for sure.
本当に？
What? Really?
ああ、如月学園に受かるのは難しいって言われてた俺がこれ使って受かったんだから間違いないよ。
Yep. They told me I'd never pass the entrance exam for Kisaragi Academy, but, well, here I am. And I owe it all to this pencil.
じゃあこれ司くんが高校入試の時に使った鉛筆なんだ。
So this is the same pencil you were using back when you took your high school application test?
そう、経験新たかな鉛筆だぜ。
Sure is. It really jerked out a miracle.
霊言新たか。
I assume you mean worked out a miracle, right? Not that that's a thing either.
あ、それだ。
Yeah, that.
それじゃあ借りるね。ありがとう。
At any rate, I shall happily take you up on your kind offer. Thanks.
言っとくけど、貸すのは推薦入試までだからな。一般入試の時は俺が使うから返してもらう。
But listen, I'm only lending it to you until you finish your test. You have to give it back afterwards so I can use it for my entrance exams. Okay.
だから、推薦、絶対受かれよ。
Whatever you do, don't fail the exam. Right. We acquired the
鉛筆
pencil.
を受け取り笑顔でうなずく。今度は司くんも笑ってくれる。
I like how it showed like the picture of the pencil, like we actually acquired it. I took the pencil and nodded, smiling. This time, Tsukasa returned my smile.
人の気持ちまで勝手に思いやって背負い込んで、悲しみまで自分のものにして。お前みたいなのが先生になれたらいいのにな。
You're a really unique person, you know that? It's hard to believe how much you let other people's problems get to you. You'll make an amazing teacher. What? For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I upset Tomoe. And he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
Good luck. Don't let it get to you. Flutter.
頑張れって言葉は辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。
I heard you shouldn't wish someone luck in times of stress, as it just adds more pressure. That's why people tell actors to break a leg instead.
けれど
Is
私は
that why?
この優しい言葉が大好きだった。
Interesting and weird. But I didn't care. Taboo or no, I cherish his kind words. Wait, really? Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that.
私頑張るね。司くん。
I'll do my best, Tsukasa.
お
Glad to hear it.
この日から私はどんどん司くんに惹かれていった。
That's when I really started to fall for him.
彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
But it didn't seem like he noticed, and there wasn't really any indication that he felt the same way anyway. At least there's no more jerking hope. Oh boy. I can still clearly recall the events of that day even now. It was October. Hey, it's October now. How about that? The day before my entrance exam. The weather outside had been miserable since morning, and visibly was all but non-existent. Spooky, right? It would be a bad omen if I were to slip and fall on the day before the exam, so I decided I'd wear boots to school just to be safe.
行ってきます。
See you later. Huh? Who the fuck? When I opened the door, I was shocked to see a white-haired old woman lying on the ground, soaked to the bone. I frantically rushed over to her side. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the haunted school sure ain't delightful. Right. Who's this?
おばあさん、大丈夫ですか？
Are you okay? Who the hell is this woman?
しっかりしてください。どうしたんですか？
Stay with me. Come on. Tell me what happened. Was it a hit and run? The road running by my house was narrow and mostly used only by our neighbors. But it's not like it was closed off to the outside traffic or anything, so a hit and run wasn't out of the question. I looked over the old woman's body as best as I could. Fortunately, there were no signs of any serious injury. Doesn't seem like a car accident, at least. Young lady. Well, flip over then, right? Yes? We'll just let her lie there on her face, right? Not gonna lie, this looks like a man's body, not a woman's body. You must not go to school today. What? You absolutely must not go. Huh? The old woman raised herself up slightly and spoke hoarsely. From the tone in her voice, she seemed terribly desperate. But I have to. Today is my last chance to practice for a college entrance interview. My God. No, just stay home. Don't go.
そういうわけにはいかないよ。面接は私が一番苦手とする試験だから。
I have to go. The interview is part of the exam I'm worst at.
それよりおばあちゃんどうしたの？お家の人は？
Please tell me what's wrong. Where's your family?
どうしてもか。
Will you? Will I?
どうしても行くというのか。
Will you go no matter what?
うん。
Yeah.
ならばせめて。
In that case, please. Not knowing what to say, I nodded apprehensively as the old woman began digging through her pockets. She produced what looked to be a crumpled scrap of paper. As she was digging around, I noticed that her breathing had become dangerously ragged, and began considering my options to assist her. Really, I should have gone back into the house and called my mom, but there was something about her that kept me glued to the spot. I sensed desperation hiding in that unbroken gaze.
これを受け取りなされ。
You must take this. What is it?
お守りじゃ。
A charm.
お守り？
A charm? The old woman clutched my wrist with force and forcibly pressed the scrap of paper into my palm. Tilting my head, I unfolded the scrap of paper and looked carefully at it. I'm starting to think. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the scrap of paper charm thing is this little paper doll thing here. That's what I'm gonna think. Or I'm gonna guess what that charm looks like or is gonna be. Okay, sorry. At first I thought I'd just been handed a piece of trash. What? But when I unfolded it all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll. Aha! Aha! I knew it! I called it! Again. Hey Eli, welcome to the stream. How are you? Folded all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll in the shape of a human being. And there was a name written on its torso. Yui Shishido. Ooh, how creepy. Yes, my name, written plain as day in easily legible brush strokes.
どうして私の名前？
Why is my name on it?
お守りだからじゃ。
So it can protect you. Huh?
守る対象の名を書かねば身代わりにはならんだろう。
If you don't write the name of the person you wish to protect, the charm won't work. So is that how you really perform that ritual correctly in the beginning? Like you're supposed to write the name of the person on the paper doll you want to protect. So in our case, I think Mayu was the person that was gonna leave their school because I think she was moving. Instead of ripping the dolls into separate pieces between the 9 students and the teacher and Miss Yui, were they supposed to write her name on that doll instead and not rip it apart? I don't know. I think that ritual got changed over the years, probably. It went from writing a name on the paper doll to give it to the person of said written name. Then it got somehow changed to, ripping the doll to evenly pieces between a group of people so you can stay together forever as friends or whatever, something like that. But then it got turned, instead of being a charm or, you know, something of good deed or something like that, I don't know, it got turned into a curse, into a, you know, a bad ritual. Huh. Shit, so they cursed her instead of helping her. Yeah, I think they fucked up the ritual. Yeah, yep. Crazy. That was all crazy. I didn't understand any of it, save for one simple fact. This old woman was here specifically to give me this strange paper charm. Well then, back to you. As far as I was aware, we were totally strangers to one another, but she clearly knew both my name and my address. No. No.
ごめんなさい。せっかくだけど、私これいらないから。
I'm sorry. I know you came a long way to give this to me, but I don't want it.
ない。
Oh, that voice sounded creepy. The way she said that sounded really creepy. You don't want it? As I extended my arm to return the paper doll, I could sense her entire demeanor had changed. She raised her body up unsteadily from the wet asphalt.
どうしてじゃ。
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like some scary face. Why not? Well, or I said that backwards. Well,
わしが身を削って訪ねてやっているのに、なぜ誰もわしの言うことを聞かんのに。
oh, her face looks really creepy now. I've nearly killed myself bringing this to you. Why will no one listen to me?
受け取らぬなら、絶対に天神賞に行ってはならん。
You must not enter Heavenly Host Elementary without this charm.
天神賞？
Heavenly Host Elementary?
そうじゃ。行くな、行くな。
Wait. So is she saying where Kasaragi Academy stands now is where Heavenly Host used to stand? So they tore down an elementary school to build a high school? Is that what happened? Is that what she says? Is that what I'm getting here? Huh. Yes, you must not go. Don't go. As the old woman cried out, the paper doll fluttered lightly to the ground. Almost instantaneously, it became soaked through with rainwater. My name began to run and quickly turned into an illegible black smudge. Seeing this, the old woman grabbed and tore at her hair.
うわー、お守りが。これでもう抗う術は失われてしまった。
No, the charm, the way out, has been lost.
おばあちゃん、落ち着いて。
Ma'am, please calm down.
よいか、絶対に天神
I wonder why she's giving it to Yui, like specifically. Like, does she know? Like, does she know that? I mean, if my theory is correct, that where Kisaragi Academy is standing now, is where Heavenly Host Elementary used to stand, is true, then she must know that Miss Yui is going to be a teacher in the future or something like that. I don't know. Hold on. What? What's up, Jen? Take a look at the old woman. Doesn't her hair and face kind of reminds you of anyone? I mean, yeah, for a moment, I don't know if we're thinking of the same person, but she looks like Sachiko to me. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking the same thing. Like her face, this looked pretty similar to Sachiko, but Sachiko died when she was a kid, though, so I don't know how this could be her, unless something happened. I think that might be her grandmother or mother. It could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be related, Sachiko and this woman. But yeah, she does look like a lot like Sachiko. Listen, you must not go to Heavenly Host Elementary.
待っておばあちゃん、私の学校は如月学園だよ。天神賞なんて知らない。
I think there's been some mistake. My school is Kisaragi Academy High. I've never even heard of Heavenly Host Elementary. She's about to die. Ma'am? She's about to die right in front of her. Oh god. I'm not wondering why her mom didn't come out sooner, because they were talking pretty loudly, so I'm wondering why her mom didn't come out during all that, you know, all that loud talk. How can she not hear all of that when they're like right in front of her house? Mom, come quick.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
家の前で知らないおばあちゃんが倒れてるの。救急車呼んで。
An old woman collapsed in front of our house. Call an ambulance.
わかったわ。
Okay. She's probably dead now. Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes. The old woman seemed to be unconscious by that point, however, so the EMTs brought out a stretcher.
お二人はこの方の関係者ですか？
Do either of you know this woman?
いいえ、家の前で倒れていたので救急車を呼んだんです。身元はわからなくて。
No, she just collapsed in front of our house. We've never seen her before.
そうですか。
Alright.
では付き添いで乗車はされませんか？
Would you be willing to ride with her in the ambulance? Well, she has to practice. Well, she has to study at school. The idea of making this woman go to the hospital by herself just seemed like it would be, or seemed like it would have been a shameful thing to do. Sure, she was a complete stranger, but we had a lengthy conversation mere minutes before, so I couldn't very well say we had nothing to do with one another. Dozed off. What did I miss? We encountered some strange lady in front of Yui's house, and she was trying to give Yui a charm and tell her not to go to Heavenly Host, in which Yui said she never heard of Heavenly Host because her school is called Kisaragi Academy. So, and then she collapsed again, and we called the ambulance for her. And yeah, that's all that happened so far since then.
ゆい、あんたは学校行っといで。
Yui, you need to get to school.
でも
What? But
この方にはお母さんがついていくわ。あんたは今
I had a feeling she
日面
would
接
say
の
that.
練習があるんでしょ。
Don't worry, I'll go with her to the hospital. You have to practice for the interview today, right?
そうだね。
Yeah, I guess I do.
それじゃあお母さんお願い。
Thanks, Mom. I'll leave her with you then.
ええ。
Good luck. I was a little hesitant, but I knew I really had to go to school today no matter what. So I left the strange woman in my mom's care and, heading toward school, walked right by her stretcher. Yeah. Suddenly a hand rose from the limp form of the old woman and grabbed my skirt. Startled, I tried to jump away but found myself ensnared by her terrible bloodshot eyes. Okay, I thought they were gonna like show her face. That would have been Creepy. You must not go. Okay. After school, once my final practice interview had concluded, I reunited with my friends and engaged in usual regimen of gossip and small talk.
ことがあってね。
Can you believe that?
怖い。
That's really scary.
何よそれ。
The hell was wrong with her? When I described the events of that morning, everyone's eyebrows rose. They were hanging on my every word and yelping in unison at key moments.
ゆい、今日は家でおとなしくしておけばよかったんじゃない？
Yui, maybe you should have stayed home today after all.
だって今日は面接の最後の練習があるからどうしても来たかったし。
Well, but I had that practice interview. I couldn't miss that, you know?
何か起きないといいけど。
I just hope nothing bad happens.
やだ、やめてよ。何も起きないって。
Oh, come on. What could happen?
思い出した。
Oh, you know what? What happened?
え？
Hmm?
天神症って言葉がちょっと引っかかってたんだけどさ、七不思議に出てくるんだよね、天神症。
When you mentioned Heavenly Host Elementary, I thought it sounded kind of familiar, and I just realized why. You know the Seven Wonders, right? No, I don't know the Seven Wonders. What is the Seven Wonders?
うちの学校に伝わる如月学園
Hey,
の
Anime God, welcome back. Seven Wonders? You mean those urban legends about Kisaragi?
そうそう。
Yeah, those. Oops.
天神症って何？
Does Heavenly Host Elementary have some connection to them?
放課後のよしえさんって言うんだけど、聞いたことない？
One of the stories is called Yoshi After School. Ever heard of it?
知らない。
Thank you for the shout out, Jen. Definitely not.
私も知らないよ。どんな話なの？
I've never heard of it either. What's it about?
如月学園が建てられる前にこの場所にあった天神小学校での話なんだけどさ。
Well, it takes place at Heavenly Host Elementary, which once occupied the same plot of land where Kisaragi now stands, so I called that part too. So my theory was right about Heavenly Host used to be where Kisaragi Academy stands now. Damn, stop seeing the future. I'm sorry. My mind just, think of these things. Oh, okay.
その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。
It said that one day after school, a female teacher who had been patrolling the ground slipped and fell down the stairs and died.
その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で、時刻はそう夜の7時を過ぎたあたり。
The accident took place on a rainy October day just like this one and occurred just after 7 at night.
こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。
And supposedly, Yoshi still appears on days like this.
天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていないよしえさんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。
Ever unaware that she died at Heavenly Host these many years ago, she now walks the halls of Kisaragi Academy believing them to be her own.
やだ、それ本当？
Oh, come on. No. Is it true?
まあ実際見たことがある人がいるから七不思議になってるんじゃない？
Well, it wouldn't be one of the seven wonders if someone hadn't actually seen it happen, right?
怖っ。
That's really creepy.
ゆい、今日はもう帰ったら？そのおばあさんの言ってたことちょっと気になるし、ゆいだけ道が違うから一緒に帰れないじゃない？
Why don't you head home, Yui? You're the only one who doesn't live nearby, so we can't walk with you. And given the stuff that old woman said to
だ
you,
ね。お年寄りの忠告は聞いておくもんだよ。
yeah, it's always best to heed the warnings of the elderly.
そうだね。なんかゾワゾワしてきちゃったし、もう帰ろうかな。
You might be right. I'm still feeling kind of on edge. Probably best I go home and check in with Mom.
それじゃあ先に帰るね。バイバイ。
I'll see you guys later then. Bye. See ya.
気をつけてね。
Take care.
明日ファイトだよ。
Give it everything you've got tomorrow. I will.
私は慌てて荷物をまとめ、教室を飛び出した。
I quickly packed up my things and rushed out of the
時刻は
classroom.
夕方5時になるところ。外は薄暗くなってきているけれど、階段の7時までにはまだまだ余裕があった。
It was already about 5. It was getting dark out, but if Kana's story was to be believed, I had until 7 before anything bad might happen.
だから怖がる必要なんてない。と、そう自分に言い聞かせて廊下を進む。
As I continued wending my way down the corridor, I just kept telling myself there's nothing to be afraid of.
それでも、下駄箱にたどり着くまでの時間がやけに長く感じられた。
Even so, it felt like it took an extra long time to reach the shoe lockers.
あー、ダメだ。やっぱり怖い。
Man, I'm such a scaredy cat.
ようシシド
Oh hey, Shishido.
今帰りか
Heading home? Yep.
なんだよその満面の笑みは
What's with the big grin?
なんでもない。ね、途中まで一緒に帰ろうよ。
It's nothing. Hey, why don't we walk together? At least part of the way?
ああいいけど
Hmm? Sure, I don't mind.
やった。
Great.
司くんの顔を見たら一瞬だけだけど怖かったのが吹き飛んだ。こういう時男の子ってすごく頼りになるなって思う。
When I looked at Tsukasa's face, my fear vanished. If but for a moment. These are the times when it's really nice to have boys around, I thought.
そばにいてくれたら心強いなって無条件に
So that's what we're good for to you? I felt that as long as he was by my side, nothing bad could
もちろ
happen.
んそれが気になっている人ならなおさら。
Didn't hurt that I had a crush on him, of course.
雨は朝よりも弱まっていた。その中を私たちは傘を差しながら歩く。
The rain had let up since that morning. Though it was still coming down, the two of us walked side by side, umbrellas held high.
司くんとはたわいもない話でそこそこ笑ったりもしたけど、でも私はどこかぎこちなかったかもしれない。
Tsukasa was talking and laughing excitedly the whole time, whereas I probably came off as preoccupied. I'm sure it was
得
awkward.
体の知れない恐怖みたいなものがちらついて、いつもみたいに振る舞えている自信はなかった。
A vague sense of fear flickered inside me, and it was making me extraordinarily self-conscious. I'm certain it must have been reflected in my behavior.
シシドなんかお前顔色悪いぞ
You
どう
look
かした
oh, whoops. You look kind of pale. Did something happen?
ああ、
おい
Hey,
実は怖いことがあって。
yeah, something scary happened.
怖いこと
Something scary?
私の様子があまりにおかしかったのか、司くんは心なしか表情をこわばらせて私を見つめた。
I probably seemed really on edge. Tsukasa was staring at me with this look of abject concern on his face.
真剣に話を聞いてくれようとしているのが分かって、私はちょっと嬉しくなる。
I was a little relieved that he asked, though, and it felt good to tell him about what
今
happened.
抱えている恐怖をできることなら司くんと共有したかった。だから私は 今朝あったこととカンナから聞いた怪談話を司くんに話した。
I filled him in on all the details and explained how they related to Kana's ghost story. I did my absolute best to convey the dread I was feeling.
だけど司くんは
But Tsukasa was, well,
七不思議ね。
the seven wonders of Kisaragi High, huh?
うん
Yeah.
七不思議を信じるなんて夢があっていいな。
So you actually believe in that stuff. Sometimes I wish I could see the world through your eyes.
Eh?
What?
ん
Hmm?
司くんは怖くないの？
You don't think it's scary?
怖いっていうか妙だとは思うけどな。でもその謎のばあちゃんと七不思議なんて単なる偶然だろう。気にしすぎだって。
It's weird, sure, but I wouldn't call it scary. And I wouldn't worry about what that old woman said to you. I'm sure it's just coincidence.
でも
But
あんま深く考えない方がいいんじゃね？
wouldn't it be better not to dwell on it either way?
そのばあちゃんは確かに気味悪いけどさ、ちょっと変わった人だっただけだろ。
I mean, yeah, your encounter with her sounds like it was kind of unsettling. But she was probably just a little off, you know? Excuse me.
そういうんじゃなくて
That's not the issue here.
Eh?
Huh?
解決方法を教えてほしかったわけじゃないよ。
I wasn't asking you to solve my problems for me.
あのね、私は話を聞いてほしかっただけなの。
Look, I just wanted to vent, okay? I just wanted you to listen.
話なら聞いたじゃんか。
What do you mean? That's what I've been doing.
だからそうじゃなくて
No, not like that.
わかんねえよ。なんか怒ってんのか？
I don't get it. Are you angry about something?
男の子ってこういう考え方をする。
Guys always do this.
人によるのかもしれないけど、でも女子とは違ってすぐにこうすればいいじゃんって解決法を提示しちゃうのだ。
It varies from person to person, of course, but guys invariably jump right into looking for solutions to your problem or giving you advice on what to do.
結果、
Guys,
女
we
子は
don't
言
know
い
what
たい
we
こと
did.
が消化不良になってしまう。
Right? As a result, girls often can't be totally honest with them, or don't want to be at any rate, and are forced just to bottle up their feelings.
私は司くんと恐怖を共有したかっただけ。司くんが一緒に怖がってくれればそれでよかったのに。
I only wanted Tsukasa to share in some of my fears. If you were scared with me, that would have been enough.
この時の私は気にするなって言葉が司くんの気遣いだとわからなかった。
I didn't
面倒
real
くさいのかなって
I'll buy it.
遅れてしまったのだ。
I didn't realize that then that Tsukasa telling me not to worry was his way of showing concern. I just thought he was brushing me off, and frankly, that annoyed me.
朝に見たおばあさんの顔が、目がしわがれた声が何度も頭の中でフラッシュバックする。
My mind flashed back over and over again to the face, the eyes, and the hoarse voice of that old woman.
それが怪談
Oh,
話で
they're
増
gonna, I
幅さ
thought
れ
they
て
were gonna do it.
じわじわと私の気持ちを暗くした。
Amplified and distorted by the ghost story, these images gradually darkened my mood.
あんなに怖い思いをしたんだからっていう甘えや八つ当たりの気持ちもあったんだと思う。
Maybe I was traumatized by the events I'd experienced, or maybe I was just frustrated and needed to lash out. I don't know.
私と司くんはこの時初めて気まずい雰囲気になった。
But for the first time ever, things had become decidedly uncomfortable between the two of us.
それじゃ私こっちだから。
Okay, well, this is me.
ああ、
Right.
シシド。
He called out my name and as I briskly walked away. I didn't really know why I was so angry or confused, but I did notice that his voice was tinged with concern. Or was it? No, it's tinged, right?
な
Yeah.
んかあったら連絡しろよ。
If anything should happen, feel free to contact me. Ooh, you guys gonna share numbers? I considered turning back for a second, but changed my mind and pushed forward in a huff, leaving him behind. That's rude. That's mean. I'm home.
ゆいおかえり
Huey, welcome back.
うん。
Greeting me at the door, my mother wore a somber expression. I could tell right away that something had happened. I stared at her with scrunched eyebrows for an awkwardly long time. For an awkwardly long time before she eventually reluctantly opened her mouth to speak. Okay, I'm gonna guess again that the old woman sadly passed away at the hospital. Maybe.
今朝のおばあさんね
I mean, you can already tell from the mood that's going on here. About that old woman from this morning. Yeah?
さっき亡くなったって
I knew it.
病院から連絡があったの
The hospital contacted me. She passed away a short while ago.
嘘。
No,
残念なことだけど
I'm so sorry.
あなたは明日の推薦入試のことだけ考えていなさい
You need to stay focused on tomorrow's exam right now, though. Yeah.
それじゃあのおばあさんの話はこれで終わりさあご飯にするから着替えておいで
We should put this unpleasantness behind us. I'm getting dinner started now, so how about you go get changed?
わかった。それじゃあ私部屋にいるから。
Okay. I'll be in my room.
ええ
I'll call you.
お母さんがキッチンへと引っ込んでいくのを見届けて、私はもぞもぞと靴を脱いだ。
I'll watch my... Oh,
一
whoops.
層重くなっている。
I watched my mom work her way back to the kitchen, then wriggle out of my shoes. My mood had darkened even more.
スカサ君にあんな態度を取ってしまっただけでも嫌な気分だったのに、あのおばあちゃんが亡くなってしまっただなんて。
Tsukasa's attitude was bad enough, but for that old woman to have died... Returning to my room, I couldn't muster the energy to do anything but collapse into my chair and sprawl out on the desk. The last thing the old woman had said to me echoed again and again in my mind. I began wishing I'd taken her more seriously. I should have accepted the paper doll and thanked her. I should have reassured her I wouldn't go to Heavenly Host Elementary. I mean, the place didn't even exist anymore, for goodness sake. I was exhausted. It was a hell of a day, and I no longer even had the energy to move. I needed to change out of my school clothes, but still sprawled out over over the desk, my eyelids drooped and closed. I was out. I awoke with a start. The air in my room had gone notably cooler, and I was shivering.
寝ちゃった。
I must have fallen asleep. Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at my clock. The needles indicated it was 6:45.
もうこんな時間。
It's already this late? It was black outside my window, streaked with lines from the still pouring
明
rain.
日は晴れるといいんだけど。
Sure hope it's sunny tomorrow. Sunny for my exam. The weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but I was still really nervous.
そうだ。明日の用意しておかなくっちゃ。
Okay, I need to make sure I'm ready for tomorrow. There was still a little time before dinner. My mind swimming, I decided I'd take this opportunity to clean out all the notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow from my bag.
残しておくものは
Let's see. Oh,
ハンカ
whoops.
チとティッシュ
Let's see. Student ID needs to stay, obviously. Handkerchief and tissues.
受験票も忘れずに入れて、それからペンケース。
Gotta make sure I don't forget my exam ticket. Oh, and my pen case. Huh?
嘘、ペンケースがない。
Oh crap, where's my pen case?
ここに忘れてきちゃった。
Did I leave it at school?
さーっと血の気が引いた。
My face suddenly went pale.
別に筆記用具で困ったわけじゃない。家にはいくらでも代わりがある。
Really, I shouldn't have been too concerned over writing implements. We had tons at home.
だけど、あの中には司くんから借りた受験必勝鉛筆が入っているのだ。
But that case held the pencil that Tsukasa had given me for guaranteed success on my exam. Uh-oh, she's gonna go back, isn't she? Yeah, I'm starting to think she is.
取ってこなくちゃ。
I have to go get it.
お母さん、私ちょっと学校に忘れ物取りに行ってくる。
Hey mom, I forgot something at school, so I'm going to run back for a sec.
もうすぐご飯できるわよ。
What? But dinner's almost ready.
すぐ戻るから。
That's okay, I'll come right home.
そう。雨も降っているし、気をつけていくのよ。
Alright, it's still raining though, so be careful. I will.
あの鉛筆は絶対に明日試験会場へ持っていかなければならないものの一つだった。だから私は迷うことなく学校に戻る道を選んだ。
That pencil was one thing I absolutely needed to bring with me to the test, and so, without hesitation, I ran back down the road to school.
降りしきる雨の中、足元に気を配りながら全速力で走る。走っている間、ちらりと頭をよぎるのは起きた時の時間だった。
I was sprinting as close to full speed as I could get without slipping in the downpour. All the while, the numbers on my bedroom clock ran through my mind.
6時45分。七不思議で語られていた時間
Oh,
は
right.
夜の7時。
She said, Kana said, when it's 7 is when the ghost, wanders the hall of the school. So she is really like kind of close. And if Kana's 6:45, and if Kana's story was to be believed, Yoshi haunted the school building at 7.
校門前について真っ先に時間を確認した。校舎についている大時計が指し示す時間は6時55分。
As soon as I arrived at the gate, I glanced up at the large clock adorning the schoolhouse. It was now 6:55. So that's 5 minutes until the haunting happens. And that's where we're gonna end the stream. Alright. Because it is 4:58 for me, so. Damn it, I knew it. Don't you love it when I leave on cliffhangers? So awesome, isn't it? It makes you want more, doesn't it? But I'm glad, Jen, that you are, as interested in the game as I am. That's really good to hear. Because I am really, like, into this game, like, into the story. Dude, I'm, like, so enthralled with the story right now. Yeah, the game is really entertaining and interesting, and I'm excited to play more of this tomorrow night. So, yeah. Again, we are going to stop here, so I'm going to save a new place. Okay. So, there we go. And we'll go back to title. Yes. But yeah. Then we're gonna exit game. Let's see. Game keeps leaving you these perfect cliffhangers too. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. This is nonsense. But then it makes you want to come back for more tomorrow, you know, the next day. See, aren't you glad that I'm streaming this every day, you know, for the rest of October? So that means you have something to look forward to the next night, and then the next night, and then the next night until the end of October. You know? But yeah, we are going to raid. Let's raid bot. You best finish this game even if October passes. Yeah, I will. I'm not gonna just like leave it as it is. I'm not just gonna like stop playing it after October passes. No, I'm gonna finish it. It would be so sad. I'm sure you would. I'm sure everyone would. But alright, so we're gonna raid bot. He is playing Ark. I don't know if he's playing with a friend or if he's playing on by himself. I believe. Oh, he's playing with Underbaked. Okay, cool. Alright, so we are gonna raid bot. Let's raid him. Alright, have a good night, dude. I will catch you tomorrow night then. Have a good one. You too, gent. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. Again, I'm glad you are enjoying the game as much as I am. And I hope everyone else that is watching is enjoying this game as much as I am too. But yeah, again, I will continue this tomorrow. Again, as I said before, we will be playing this every single day for the rest of October. And even if it's past October and I haven't finished the game, I will continue the game, or I will still be playing the game until I finish it. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that once October ends. So yeah, we are gonna raid bot. Again, he is playing Ark. He is playing with Underbaked right now. So let's show him that love, that support. But yeah, everyone, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night or day, depending on what time it is for you. And enjoy your weekend. I will see everyone tomorrow. Alright, guys. See ya.